When we take birth, then first and foremost important thing is to have a healthy body. And there is a phrase that in healthy body lives a healthy mind. It means to keep your mind healthy, your body must be healthy. So, number one thing is body. And as one beautiful saying goes, Sharir Madhyam Khalu Dharm Sadhanam. Sharir Madhyam Khalu Dharm Sadhanam. It means body is a medium to attain the supreme goal of life. And what is that supreme goal? And what is the right way to achieve it? Ultimate goal is to attain enlightenment or salvation, or to be in alliance with the supreme consciousness so that you become one and you don't come back on this mortal earth. But till we achieve that goal, what are the basics? What are the musts one should do? Because when we take something from somebody, then it is our basic duty, moral duty, and a life with good values says that when you owe something to somebody, then you must repay it with much bigger proportion. So, when we take birth, then we owe something to this nature, because when we grow up, then every moment we are breathing means we are owing something to the environment. We are eating something. It means all those grains what are making our body healthy, we owe something to the soil of the land. When we grow old, then every moment we owe some responsibility towards our parents who gave birth to this body. And as we grow, then we owe something to the society as a whole. All the members of society, members of your family, members of your neighbor, members of your city, members of your country, member of this globe, everybody has a role to make yourself nourished physically, mentally, and spiritually. So it means the first thing is you owe something to environment, you owe something to family, you owe something to Mother Earth, you owe something to society. And the most important thing is the consciousness, the guiding force, which make yourself aware for all these responsibilities. That spirit, that guiding light, that is called Guru. Gu means darkness, Ru means Prakash, light. The one who makes the darkness into light, which makes everything visible, which creates such an awareness in your body so that you can see everything in very clear manner. Like if there is dark in the room, then you can't walk properly. You can hit or things can, a movement will be difficult. But as soon as you put on the light, you can see everything and you can walk, you can move on comfortably. So similarly, a guru, what guru does? Guru enlightens you. Guru makes your consciousness brighten. Guru makes your awareness clear. Guru makes your vision clear so that darkness goes away. That's why it is said, Ajnanatimaranadasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. It means that guiding light which makes everything visible in the clear manner, in the systematic manner, in the holistic manner. So that guiding light is very, very important in everybody's life. So again, as we owe great things to environment, to family, to Mother Earth, we owe to society, we owe to Guru. So, in nowadays, what is considered very important thing? Your GDP, gross domestic products. So now we should try to understand the GDP in much broader sense. GDP doesn't mean only gross domestic product of a country. GDP should be taken as the productivity of individuals' consciousness also. How productive thoughts are there. Because it is very important that the country which was called the golden bird, Sone ki Chidiya, what were the principles we were following so that the country was Sone ki Chidiya, bird of gold? So now if we try to understand it, then we will understand that what are the basic factors which makes a country Sone ki Chidiya. We'll have to go back to the source. What is the source? The source is thought. Thought comes from some source which is called pure consciousness. Pure consciousness comes from the potential of consciousness, that which is absolute value, that which is absolute, which has no qualities, but having potential of all qualities, having potential to generate, to transform itself into many, eko aham bahusyami, to many qualities. So if we go back to the source, to that intelligence which is responsible for manifestation of all diversified values. So the first basic important thing is that one should be aligned always with that source, because that is the pure intelligence which is responsible, which runs the universe, which creates many variety of food from the same soil, many varieties of fruits from the same soil, right? What is the process? How nature does it? Nature has some wonderfully intelligent system which is codified in the genetics of that plant, of that seed, of the cells of human or vegetation or anything. So if we are always connected with that source, which is responsible to give manifestation of all animate or inanimate object, then we are always connected with that intelligence which knows everything. And as we know, Jnanam Chetanayam Nihitam. Knowledge is structured in consciousness. So whatever happens in the universe, all those things are woven in the form of smriti, memory, in the cells of that manifested value. And that memory is codified by that supreme intelligence, which is called Brahma Tattva, which is called unified field, which is called unity consciousness. So if we are always established yogastha guru karmani, as in Gita it says, be in a land with that supreme consciousness, then indulge in activity. So that what happens? Maya dhikshay prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Then you are capable to think, to achieve whatever you wish for. You can think the best, you can achieve the best. Because then whatever you will think, it will be holistic. Nothing less than holistic. Nothing less than the best. So the first thing is to be aligned with that supreme consciousness and then perform action. So the ultimate goal of life is to attain enlightenment, to attain moksha, to attain salvation. But what one responsible person should do? A responsible person, a value-based life, should lead a life so that when you leave this body, then you don't have any debt. You don't owe anything which is left. You must repay everything, whatever you used, whatever you are obliged with. So that's why the basic rule is that is called Purusharth Chatushtay. Arth, Dharma, Kam and Moksha. Dharma, Arth and Kam, Moksha. So what is the essential requirement? You should follow the Dharma. Dharma means all those processes which are in alliance, which are in tune with nature. You are not hurting anybody physically, mentally, vocally, spiritually, or by thought. So whatever you are doing, whatever way you are earning the earth, that is based on the Dharma. Dharma means it should be nourishing nature. So when you are earning artha means finances, it should be based on absolute Dharma. So following the Dharma means in the process of earning finances, you should not hurt the nature. By nourishing nature, you earn the artha. So dharma, arth, then kam. Kam means whatever your desires are, You fulfill all those desires which are according to the dharma, according to the natural law, according to the nourishment of natural law. And then you attain moksha. Moksha means then you be in an absolute alliance with natural law. Then you merge into that Brahmi consciousness, that unity consciousness, that supreme consciousness. Janat tumhai tumhai hui jai. Raso vaisa. Then aham brahmasmi. So what we should do to attain moksha? First we should add in the GDP of our family, of our country, of the universe, of this nature, of this absolute value which are responsible to nourish you. So first we must repay whatever nature gives us, whatever potential, physical potential, mental potential, emotional potential, intellectual potential, spiritual potential, whatever potential nature gives us, we should try to use it to pay back to environment, to Mother Earth, to lovely family, to our lovely nation, to our Mother Earth. Then we should nourish the whole globe. Then only we should think of getting salvation, getting moksha. Because the true meaning of attaining moksha doesn't mean that you run away from responsibility and get the salvation. The actual Vedic term, the actual life based on absolute values says that you repay with all those multiplied values, multiplied times, whatever you can, whatever potential nature has given you. Then you attain moksha. So the GDP of every level, from natural level, from family level, from country level, from global level. So that is very, very necessary to contribute in GDP of the nation to attain moksha, because then only you will become the eligible to attain moksha. Because if you are carrying something of somebody, from somebody, then you can leave the body without death. So first you should get all the whatever carry forward things are there which are going to go with you. First you must get rid of that. It means that when you repay all those things, what you are owing from nature, from family, from country, from society, then only you must think of attaining moksha. That is the right way of attaining moksha. So whatever potential nature gives us, Mother Earth gives us, our family gives us, our country gives us, our Guru gives us, first we must try to repay as beautifully, as holistically, as with all grandeur possible to pay back. Then we should think of getting salvation, getting moksha. And when we repay all those things to all those sources which nourished us on physical, mental and spiritual level, then we'll become free. Then that salvation, that enlightenment means something which is worth to think of. So this is something very, very important. We must think of it. And that is the topic of today, GDP versus enlightenment, the moksha.